This girl came. Hi.
What do you do when someone speaks incorrect?
Eh.
No, I'm looking down from up in the sky. I don't quite
Hello. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Takia, aka Kiki, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. That's if you're a returning subscriber, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Takia. I don't know if I'm shouting loud enough because I usually notice when I edit my videos, I can't hear properly. So, close enough? Yeah. Okay. So, as you can already tell by today's title, we are going to be doing a self-care day. But before we do self-care, we gotta clean up. So I gotta do laundry, gotta clean. Welcome to Self-Care Saturday. Okay. Let's do it. We don't have time.
We're moving places I can't control. I don't know how to be without you. I don't feel whole. Look what you've done to me now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always find. Open.
So let's get to the story time, the long-awaited story time, the highly requested story time. I kid you not. It's not a highly requested video, but like I have like 2 people or less or more, we don't know, who requested for this story time. If you haven't watched my first video on this channel, which is Get to Know Kiki Better, I mentioned a fact that I have been to the show Dreams. I asked people if they would like to have a story time on that, and I got 2 responses, so why not? I'm probably just gonna like do my skincare while I tell that story time, and if the story drags, I'll continue as I do my nails and probably eat. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Dreams. What is Dreams? So Dreams is basically the Zambian version of Idols. If you don't know what Idols is, at this point I really don't know how to help you. Like Idols SA, the show by the way. Idols SA, Idols America, and the like. In case you didn't know, I'm Zambian, so yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if it's a talent show, if it's just the singing show, but the majority of the people that actually go to Dreams go to sing or rap, I think, or just showcase their talents. So yeah, I've been on that show. They did not show me on TV, so don't even go and look for me there. I don't have proof. It's a story time. If you want to believe me, believe me. If you don't, I don't know. So I went to this show when I was in the 9th grade, grade 9. I was 14 or 15. I don't remember, but like, yeah, that was around the time I went to the show Dreams. How did I find out about the show? We were in the car. Like I was in the car with my mom. The water is making noise. Yeah. So I was in the car with my mom and my dad. I don't remember if my sister was there, but like we were in the car. I don't even remember where we were going. We were in the car, and then there was this ad on the radio. So they're like, Dreams coming to Lusaka, Quito, and Dola. And that ad played on the radio. And I heard it. I heard it the first time. I don't remember where I heard it the first time. I think it was on TV or something. And the second time I heard it, it was on the radio. And my mom and dad were there. By the way, I went there to sing, not anything else. I can't dance to save my life. I remember asking my dad the first time I heard it on TV. I asked him the first time, and his first response was, no, focus on your school. Because like if you're in Zambia, you know, grade 9, you have like national exams that you have to write in order to proceed to like high school, which is grade 10 to 12. So I was like, no, you can't go, focus on your exams. Shani. I was like, oh, okay. Then the next time I heard it, which was the second time in the car, he heard it for himself. So he heard the ad, and then when it was done playing, I was like, Daddy, like I really, 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 really want to go. I mean, like, why are you saying no? Like, please, can I go? His second response was still like no. And then like after some time in the car, I just went silent. So after some time, after he noticed that I stopped getting chatty, he was like, okay, you can go. Your mom will take you, because the time the show was going to be there, he wasn't going to be around. He was going to go back to work. And I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. Mind you, this was me just with like raw talent that hasn't been leveled up. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you know, when you're naturally talented at doing something, you need to build on that skill or that talent. So it was just raw talent. I never really built on it. The only performances I had ever done, even up to today, is like in a school choir, in a school musical, in a school setup. And I remember playing a recorder, the instrument, in church once. That was the only kind of exposure I really had. So you get where the story is going, right? Anyway, back to the story time. So when I went home that day, I was so excited. I went to tell my older sister. I was like, oh my gosh, Dad said yes, I can go to Dreams. I was so excited. I told my sister, hello, by the way, I love you. It's like, oh my gosh, Dad said yes, I'm going to go to Dreams. And then she gave me a word of advice. She was like, what are you going to sing? You need to practice, you know, it's a show. Da, 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 da. She was so happy for me. She was so excited. I'm like, yeah, I need to do all that. So that's how my sister suggested somebody to help me prepare for the audition. It was this girl from church. She sang in the choir. By the way, she has a really, really beautiful voice. She was a very busy person, and it was something that she was doing for free. So I met her, I think, once. The songs I picked was, I think it's Mama Knows Best by Wezi. I'll link the songs in the description so you can check them out. Mama Knows Best by Wezi. And tell me why I decided to pick a song that did not really go well with my voice. Okay, what's the title of that song? I don't remember the title of the song, but I'll link it in the description box as well. It's a song by Whitney Houston. So those are the two songs I picked. This lady who was helping me prepare for Dreams, when I went to her house, the only time I went to her house to actually prepare, and I remember, I think that was like 2 days before the audition. She's like, what songs have you picked? And I'm like, I've picked, my first choice is Mama Knows Best by Wezi, and then the second song by Whitney Houston. And she's like, oh, okay, those are really good songs. Then she was like, do you know A Moment Like This by Kelly Clarkson, I think, if I'm not wrong. So I'm like, no, I don't know the song. I mean, like, I'm in 9th grade. Wow, which 9th grader knows that song? You know what I mean? So she's like, learn the song. It's a really good song. If just in case the judges ask you to sing a different song, you can go for this one. You can sing this song. It's a really, really good song. So I was like, okay, I have 2 days to learn the song, right? So I went home and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I didn't want to strain my voice, so I let my voice rest. The day of the audition comes and I am nervous. Yeah, so on that day I was so nervous because I don't even know why. I remember I went with a whole support system. There was my mom, my sisters, I think my cousin was there, my male cousin. I'm not sure, but I think he was there, and my best friend. Yeah, at the time. We get to the venue, and there's a whole lot of talented people there, guys. When I tell you that, I was like, do I even have do I even stand a chance of, you know, doing something sensible and getting there? I was nervous. I was scared. And I wasn't ready. I would like, I wasn't prepared, and that's the sad truth. I wasn't prepared. So they tell us, okay, get in line, and this is how the line is going to be going. So in that season of dreams, they were doing single auditions first. So there were 3 judges. I don't remember their names. It was 2 male judges and 1 female judge. So there were 3 different, like, not really booths, but like there were tents with, you know, the dreams logo on the inside and everything, the whole setup. We were in line, and then in the line, like when one is done, they take you to the tent that is empty for you to go and audition and things like that. So there was just a bunch of people, and then I remember there was this guy who was behind me in line, and then he's like, hi, what have you come here to do? I'm like, I'm here to sing. And he's like, oh, really? Then I'm like, yeah. Then he's like, people like you really intimidate us because of how good your vocals are. So, you know, I was like, what? You've never heard me sing. How do you know that I have good vocals? And he's like, no, because of your air change. I don't remember what he explained, but it was something to do with my body mass or my body size. Yeah, I just laughed it off and moved on. So then I get to the front of the line, and guys, I'm nervous, I'm shivering, I'm shaking, and I don't even know why I was shaking, but I was just shaking. And then I get into the booth of one of the male judges. I don't remember his name, but I'm going to look for him and put his name up here. And at the time he had dreadlocks. I don't know if he still has dreadlocks, but like, he's like the Randall of dreams. If you've watched Idols SA, you know who Randall is. He's not the sweetest of the judges. His tent is the one I was actually avoiding, but that's the tent I ended up going in to. So yeah, it's my turn to go in, and then I'm in there, and then it's just the 2 of us, and he's like, hi, and I'm like, hello. I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. It's like, what's your name? I tell him my name is Takia. What do you do? So I'm like, I'm in school. Oh, university. I'm like, no, I'm in not even high school. I'm still in secondary school. He's like, oh, what grade are you in? And I'm like, I'm in grade 9. And then his face changes. Like, it's like I sort of felt intimidated. Like, he doesn't think I should be there because I'm in the 9th grade. So then he's like, oh, okay. What happens if you move on to the next round? What happens with your studies? What happens with your education? And I froze. I didn't know what to say. So I think I said something like, I'll put it on pause. I think that's what I said. Then he's like, oh, okay. What song are you going to sing today? And I told him I'm going to sing Mama Knows Best by Wezi. And he's like, okay, go ahead. So I start singing the song. And then he's like, stop. He stops me. And I'm like, what's happening? So at this point, I'm shaking, guys. Like, I'm literally scared. I'm like, why is he stopping me? Does he not think that I'm doing a good job? And he's like, sing another song. When I tell you that in that moment, A Moment Like This by Kelly Clarkson, the song I was supposed to substitute for the Whitney Houston song, left my head. I didn't even remember the time.
If you are styling, shall we?
This girl came to disturb me. That's why I have not finished my story. That's how I forgot this song. Yeah, I literally forgot that I was supposed to sing that song by Kelly Clarkson, A Moment Like This, instead of the Whitney Houston song. When singing, the guy from nowhere just says that I had to stop. Guys, when I tell you, I felt bad. Like, I felt like crying in that moment. If I could see my mother in that moment, I think I would have just dropped dead, like in tears, like crying. I would have literally thrown a tantrum. So that's how he's like, no, come back next year. That's what he told me. And then I left the booth. I left the booth, and then I just felt like my whole world had shattered, and I started tearing up. And then there was this guy who asked me, he was like, "Have you been given a yes?" And then I didn't even say the word no. I just did my head like this. And then I went. Then I saw my mother. Then my mother looked at me. Then I started crying. I cried. I feel like crying again. It was sad. So, so that's how I cried. And then I didn't even have to say anything. Like everyone who was there just knew exactly what happened. So yeah, that was my experience with Dreams, the Zambian version of Idols. Oh, and when they finally aired the show on TV, I watched the whole show and I didn't see myself. So it was sad like that. Just imagine, like they didn't. As who they told us no, like because they were doing what's this. I've even forgotten what I wanted to say. So I didn't even have my 5 minutes of fame. I had none of that. It was sad, but it was an experience. We move. And if there were to be another dreams that I'll be aware of, I wouldn't mind going again. And when I see that judge, I'll tell him I've come back 7 years later. Now I'm going to do my nails, and I'm just going time lapse through that, because if I don't, I will chat a lot. See you at the end of the video. This girl came.
Can you come cut for me, Solange Mbabazi. Yeah. Hi guys, again. I have a question. What do you do when someone speaks incorrect English? Then they threaten you like, I'm going to chase you from my room.
Who did that?
Like you're just
It's just
so like don't chase people from a room because they are
the diary room.
because they are correcting you. Like that's just not right.
Yes, tell them so.
Yeah. Just accept that you made a mistake. Yeah, we'll laugh. I mean, we're Zambian. So don't chase people from your room. But anyway, if they chase you, just go. Because it's not your room.
Most likely to give someone a fake phone number. Most likely to ask for advice, but never listen to it. Most likely to cancel plans at the last minute. Most likely to fall for toxic people. Most likely to laugh in a serious situation. Most likely to get annoyed super easily. Most likely to choose pasta over people. Most likely to argue with anyone about anything.
Who's most likely to get a sugar daddy? Who's most likely to die first in a horror movie? Who's most likely to fall asleep on a date? Who's most likely to get a stupid tattoo? Who's most likely to have the lowest IQ? Who's most likely to become a WWE champion? Who's most likely to go on a blind date arranged by their mom? Who's most likely to laugh in a serious situation?
So guys, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys
So much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe
Turn on your post notifications so that you are updated
So that
every
you can
time
be
I
sure.
upload. Oh, this is what my nails look like in the end, by the way.
Get your nails done by Kiki.
Yeah, don't forget to like the video.
And
Yes.
share with your friends and your friends' children.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.